We back again with another recap and review of Shogun episode 3, and it was a pretty cool episode. In the beginning, we see Toranaga talking to Yabushige about Ishido going to go speak to him. Man, they don't play around in this show, they get straight to the point. Toranaga is a clever one though. He had asked Yabushige that he is his reliable friend, right? He is always getting questioned, like when Hiromatsu brought up something similar in one of the previous episodes. It's then revealed that Yabushige would be promised Toranaga's seat on the council, so what does Toranaga do? He gets a handle on things. He had asked him what he wanted, and Yabushige said that he wanted to expand his land. And right there, a deal got made that since someone was sent to take out John, that if Yabushige can get John and Lady Kiri to his fishing village, then the land is his. Of course he agreed. Now, just because all of that happened doesn't mean that he trusts Yabushige all the way. There are times that he knows there's something up with him, but he is playing a game and being strategic. Moving along, we see Lady Mariko's husband isn't too nice. When he told her that they'll be leaving Osaka and she was saying that she didn't understand, but before she could say any more, he shut that down immediately. Then later there was a moment right before they were leaving, her son was worried about her and he yelled at him over that. I get it, they're in a different time period and all, but he was just worried about his mother as any child would be. Especially with everything they got going on. Later on, when an ambush happened, Bunato wasn't able to leave with them, so he bowed to Toranaga and he went on to fight until we didn't see him anymore. Lady Mariko seemed like she was sad, but when John was saying that he was sorry about what happened to her husband, it didn't seem like she had too much emotion there. Another woman who wasn't having it easy in the show was Usami because her grandfather Hiromatsu brought the remains of her child and husband. Bruh, that was tough to see, especially when she first found out that she would be losing her child. That's not easy for anyone to accept. He told her that there was a party leaving Osaka and that Toranaga wanted her to join them. Then he lets her know that the swords that are right in front of her father gave himself up for those, the swords of a samurai, and that her husband and baby are gone because they belong to a greater fight, and now it's her turn. Y'all let me know in the comments what this meant, but her looking up, which I think she was looking up at the swords, does that mean she's about to start fighting or she'll be doing work behind the scenes? Toranaga had put a plan into effect and they were getting ready to leave, but somehow Ishido found out and he pulled up and he had the carriers checked. Once everything was good, Lady Shizu starts faking pregnancy pains, and that's when you see Toranaga had switched places with his wife in the carrier. This dude is pretty tricky. Even Mariko told John that he is known for his trickery, that when he was younger, his father traded him to some rivals and he learned that enemies are everywhere and friends nowhere. And that's something similar that he told his son later on in the episode when he told him that he would be helping Yabushige with the training regiment. When they start moving, the carriers got to get checked again, but John started causing a distraction which got them through, because if they would have got caught, they would have been in trouble. I wonder when they said that trickery line, are we going to see more of that in some of the episodes from Toranaga, but he is someone that shouldn't be underestimated. There was some fight scenes in this one. That night Kiyama had ambushed them, they were shooting flaming arrows, it was sword fights which were choreographed pretty well. We even got to see John and Mariko jump in. It's pretty much known that Toranaga's there. During the fight, one of Ishido's people had left and he went to go tell him some stuff, and one of them things was that Yabushige betrayed them. Now he got both of them not trusting him. When they got away from the fight and on some boats, John suggested that they go to the Spaniard ship because Kiyama's men were waiting on boats and Ishido and his men were waiting on land. Toranaga went up there to have a talk with them about them escorting him and his people safely through the harbor. The captain didn't really budge at first, but Toranaga told him that he would have 10,000 silver coins to invest and he would retain half the profit. In addition, the priest could build a church in his hometown, but he needs his help with Kiyama and Ono to bring them to his side. They agreed, but they had something to say as well. They wanted John to stay, and to make him agree even more, they gave him these books or like these documents that prove that he isn't the merchant that he says he is. They doing everything they can to stop John, but it didn't work because while Toranaga and his people were sailing away, John wasn't just going to stay there. He got those that were on the boat to follow them. He knows what they're capable of because he's worked with them before, so they was moving in that boat. While they were sailing, I do like the jokes and just like the back and forth between him and Rodriguez as they race. In the end, he did get away, and Rodriguez mentioned debt repaid, which was nice. Even though they on opposite sides, he paid him back for saving him. Them two and their back and forth is pretty funny. I can't wait to see what else happens in the future episodes. Once again, they get straight to the point in this show. Hiromatsu went to tell Ishido and the council that Toranaga said he resigns. But Ishido didn't care. He said that they would impeach him 4-1. But here's the thing though, the Taiko said they needed all 5 of them for any votes. Ishido, he lost this one, and Toranaga, he's playing it smart. Then it jumps to John bringing back up the whole family situation of Mariko about how he never saw his daughter and he left before she was born. And as they looked out into the sea that the horizon called him, the freedom, and those two shared a little moment right there, maybe implying that something is there. But nah, I think he mentioned that he has a son too, and he hasn't seen his daughter at all, and she's about to be 2. He could have at least tried to go back and see them. I get it, he likes the job that he has, but at least go visit your kids. Toranaga shows up and he lets John know that he was given some stuff by the priest that proves that he's a pirate, but it would take some time to translate it all. Plus, they have to prepare for war. Toranaga is not thinking about that information right now. He knows John could be useful to him, which is why he wants John to teach some of the people the tactics from where he is from. John told him that he'd do it, even though he was hesitant at first, and Toranaga said that John is Hachimoto. I apologize if I mispronounced that, which was said by Mariko is a very great honor. Things are starting to turn around for him, and you could tell that even though they might not be friends because they don't know each other, but Toranaga sees something in John that most likely could help him. Overall, the episode was cool. There were some trickery moments, action here and there, some sneaky moments, and seeing how some of the characters are being strategic. But y'all let me know in the comments, what did you think about episode 3?